Right, hello. In front of us here we have a log of wood on top of another log of wood, but we'll ignore that one. We're looking at this one today. This, I believe, is sycamore. May well be proven wrong, but I think it probably might be. As you can see, we've got bark here and then an outer layer there. As you might have guessed, I've got my half of log and I'm going to put it on the lathe and turn it. The idea is we get a bowl, but we'll see about that, see how successful it becomes. So we've got our half of log and we have our face plate been screwed on, and then this goes. So this is the first part of the lathing process. I've taken the outside of effectively the trunk, bits of bark, so there's a bit of an arc of wood here, that's now gone. So I've got rid of the bark and that first part of that first layer of wood, which is the very white wood. So we're now starting to get the patterned wood. So this is the next stage. I don't plan to stop and film and talk and so on throughout the whole process, but what I've done now is I've taken the corners off, and you're starting to be able to see, for example, there we have obviously the bark was there, the outer layer of wood, and that's the inner core. But we're starting. Okay, so this is the next stage. I'm not planning to do lots of these, but we'll see how it goes and what happens. So I've now turned the thing into a bowl shape. There's a recess here. That is for another bit which goes in there in a second. I'll show you that. So we have a round bowl. Now here we have, that's the centre. So a few hours have elapsed since we last saw this piece of wood. If you remember, there was a piece alongside it, half of one of those. And there it is, the finished item. Previously, we have looked at making this bowl, turned out of a piece of wood. What you haven't seen is this bowl, also turned out of a piece of wood. It's got a shake here, technical term for a crack. And the interesting thing about these two bowls is